Yeah, so Jared, what are some of the challenges and considerations when installing ductless systems in condos and apartments as compared to single family homes?
Yeah, condos and apartments, sometimes they can be really easy. Sometimes they could be a little bit more difficult than single family homes. Often you're dealing with some sort of association, some sort of board that's going to need to give the approval to install this equipment. We actually have a meeting tomorrow with a large condo complex that has been considering putting these in, but up until now, the board and the association has basically said no. So we're going to go there to talk to them about the advantages doing that. So condos and apartments definitely have their challenges, because each association is going to have different rules. I mean, we've got one condo complex that, we've got to take a picture of the buildings, mock up where things are going to go. And then after we do the install, we've got to paint the fortress the same color as the siding. So they definitely have some unique challenges to them, but they also sometimes can be very straightforward and easy projects as well.
Can a ductless system be installed in like an individual condo in a larger, building without it affecting the neighbors or doing damage to the neighbors' condos? Or does it really kind of have to be something that like the condo association agrees to have you come in and do the entire building all at once?
Yeah, it differs depending on the condo and the condo association. Oftentimes they're not necessarily going to make everybody do it at the same time. But there is going to be certain instances where one person is going to want to do it. They're going to have to apply to the board to do it, and maybe a bunch of people will piggyback on it, which will allow everybody to have access to do it. So they definitely, unique in that sense. But it's not like if we can't just do one condo, we have to do all of them. So we can very much just do one unit and leave everything else alone.
Can if you did, like, approach your, condo association and say, "Hey, this might be a good time for us all to go, ductless," can they get, like, a discounted rate by having it be, "Oh, no, we're gonna install 10 units, all at once," or something like that? Do they get a little bit of a discount because of that?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, we did a condo complex. Mass Save had developed a specific rebate for this condo complex. They're all electric heat. So, they saw it as a big way for them to reduce, energy usage for this one condo complex if they, gave a specific rebate to the complex. So that was a really unique project. We did over 80 homes or condos in about a year and a half span. And it was a fantastic project, and quite to this day is the most successful multifamily project that Rise Engineering and Cape Light Compact have ever done.
Okay. What are some of the benefits of ductless systems for, apartment and condo dwellers, like, perhaps, improved comfort and energy efficiency and noise reduction, things like that?
Yeah, so at least here on Cape, a lot of the condo complexes that were built in the '80s. Well, what was really popular in the '80s? Electric heat, right?
Like those old
Um,
style, like, electric baseboards and things like that. Yeah.
Exactly, electric resistant heat, which, when you first hear that, you probably think to yourself, expensive, which absolutely it very can. I mean, some of these condos are only 700 square feet, and people are paying $400 or $500 to heat their homes in the middle of the winter time. So, they're really nice in the sense that when you've got that electric heat, we can reduce your electric bill for heating your home by 30 to 50%. It's going to give you a great air conditioning system for those summer months as well. A lot of those condo complexes also don't have any air conditioning. Maybe if you're lucky, you got some of those ugly through the wall units that are framed in or what have you. But even those, they're very loud, they're very inefficient. You've got to change them out every couple of years, and you've got this ugly thing sticking through your wall. So they're really great in the sense that we can save people quite a bit of money on their heating side of things when they've got that resistive heat, and get a great cooling system for the summer months as well.
Are there any specific regulations or requirements in terms of, installing a ductless system in a apartment or condo building?
There's nothing federally from the state. It's really going to be something that's going to be uber specific to that association, that condo complex. As I said, that those condos we did in Mashpee, really we could kind of we had it at will to do whatever we wanted as long as it was in the rear of the building. We've got another condo association that we've got to mock up pictures, send them, here's where we plan on putting things. And then, as I said, we've got to paint it afterwards. So it's very specific to the condo complex, what we've got to do and what regulations we've got to stick to. But we work with all of our customers to ensure that, the work that we're going to do is not going to violate anything and get them fined from the association or board or anything like that. And we've even worked with some customers to, as the meeting we're going to have tomorrow, to help association make those decisions to allow this equipment to be put in.
Can ductless systems be integrated with existing HVAC systems in buildings?
They can be. Again, there's too many examples out there to really say, yes, this will work. No, this won't work. But we do integrated controls. But oftentimes people are generally looking to be standalone system or replacement systems.
And then finally, what are some of the things that affect the cost of a ductless system when you're looking at a apartment or condo building?
I mean, it's no different than your typical home, right? It just, what's our access? What's the design going to be? How much of equipment do we need to put in? What's the size of that equipment going to be? So all those things we take into account when we come up with a proposal for our customers, and it can, it can be very simple sometimes. It can be more complex other times. It's really very individual.